Alright people, as you can see I already did chapter 4, so what happened? I'll explain that during the mission here because we don't have plenty of time to talk about that. But let's jump right into it. Yeah, of course, now there's actually bonus objectives because I finished it. But chapter 4, Trade War. This estuary is a critical choke point for trade. We must establish a trading network that will allow us to provide supplies to our future expeditions. Force the Raven clan to surrender, trade with all neutral factions at the same time in 1 month. Have 12 merchants and 6 sailors active at any one time. That's bonus stuff, we don't need to do that. So I chose Brand and I'll do that again. I sure hope I don't have to do this. I just want to do the regular one. And I chose Brand. I chose Brand because you start with 75 food, wood, crowns, and 40 lore. The Hall of Skulls replaces the brewery and produces additional fame. Plus, the skulls for Brand actually provides crowns as well. Fame bonuses: 150 food, wooden crowns, 75 lore, and 10 stone. So that's pretty damn awesome. Compared to this guy, yeah, I'm not going over this, but most of his stuff are not enabled in this mission. So we'll choose Brand and jump right into it.
Hagen had eluded us, so Egil left to track him down himself. He was to send for me upon finding him. In the meantime, Bran and Halvar insisted we establish a far-reaching supply network for all our future expeditions throughout Northgard. This would be a war of another kind entirely, one to be fought with gold rather than steel. I just had to focus on the task at hand, waiting to hear from Egil.
From Egil. Alright, we'll set up our camp before we start talking about why I already did this mission. Here we are, certainly an excellent spot to establish a commercial choke point. Let's roll up our sleeves. To be honest, I would rather not spill blood. It's bad for business. I don't know how they communicate like this. I mean, how do you do this satellite talk? Good day, my lords. I see we have all come to the same conclusion. This region should be the commercial nerve center for the visitors, or for the victors. Greetings, you must be Liv of the Raven clan, lieutenant to that scum Hagen. I would rather be your ally than your enemy, but the Norns seem to disagree. Do not expect mercy from me, Raven. Soon enough, all goods entering Northgard will have to go through us. Indeed, there's only room for one trade tycoon, and I'm afraid I cannot let you put a spoke in my wheel. Still, I wish you good luck. Refreshing to see that battles can still be fought without childish chest thumping. We too bid you good fortune, for you will need it. We had better get started. The key to victory is to build a longship dock and a lighthouse, and then make use of great trade routes. So we'll do all the standard issue stuff. Woodcutter, scout camp, and we'll build a house. This guy can control group 1. Nice and easy, we go scout this region. Alright, so we have a spare building slot here. I'm not going to use that yet. Not yet. Because as you can see, she's building away as well. Let's get this back to settler. Demolish that scout camp. Let's see, farm's 80. He's 60, that's 140. Okay, so we can actually afford that. Let's get the healer hut up and going. Since we already know healers will gather food, that's absolutely fine. Probably need an extra farm. Nah, we'll get another one. I'm loath to report this, but Liv has finished building her lighthouse. She is bound to launch major expeditions soon. This means building a lighthouse of our own should be our top priority. We cannot afford to fall behind. Just put Brand down here, that's a lot of wolves. Da-da-dee-da, da-da-dee-da. We'll see if we can actually get a silo. It's only May. So 3. We need to develop the area over here. So the initial objective is to do a longship with a lighthouse, but we need the tech first. It's tempting to get this food stuff and the sharp axes. Might get this first. Nah, I think we'll actually get the value and then shipbuilding coinage. Stuff like that. We might even get this, I'm not entirely sure. Increased fame by 20%, increased gains from trade routes and great trade routes by 20%. I think that actually affects stuff we need. The actual gains. So I think it's worth keeping. Alright, we actually don't need food silo right now. Let's do the hold of skulls first. So she's ahead on the trade, which is why we'll try and accumulate as many crowns as possible. And do keep in mind that buildings have upkeep. So we don't want to have too many buildings. We actually want defensible towers too. July. I don't think we get the food thing. I think we actually just pop that defensive tower immediately. Actually, no, wait. Kinda regret that. We need the long ship to gather lore for us, otherwise we'll be a little too far behind, I think. Let's put 2 for that, 2 more settlers, boom boom boom. But yeah. So we're almost done. Oddly as it sounds. We're gathering plenty of food right now, but as soon as we get the last couple of settlers, we'll be cutting it close. La ba da ba da. And we want law. Because it's basically going to be our only source of income for the law. I think we should get this immediately, so we get crowns from the skulls. Let's see. Yeah, so he's actually not making money yet, so he might as well collect food for us. Hey, you know what? We got enough lumber, even though it's only September. Thing is, there's a ton of mythical enemies out there, Draugrs and all that stuff, and as soon as you build a tower, they're kind of deterred from attacking you. So one tower at each point. I think we get this now. Even though I'm a little... the 20% wood. Very tempting. Because we're going to need the wood, I think. Right now on 7, we're actually pulling through for my plans. Now I can get the skull because they apply to the crowns. Got 11 out of 11. We're going to keep it there. We don't need any more settlers. I do want a crowns marketplace. Spend crowns to buy resources. No, we need a trading post. It's November. We'll see. If the lumber keeps in surplus during the winter, we can build the trading post. Oh yeah, I need to develop... No, not yet. Just a little hesitant, don't want to lose out on firewood. Okay, we're still on +2. So far, so good. So, with the trading post, we can actually trade with Liv. I don't want to trade food because obviously we don't have enough. But except from winter, we have +7 wood, I think. So we can actually... Yeah, we should be able to trade her 6 wood and still get +1. But we still have sharp axes too. Once we get this, we can remove 1 woodcutter. But we need coinage, so we'll get that next, even before shipbuilding. All the crowns we keep getting will help us in the end. We will develop this area so we can actually do a silo. Lumber production will go down, but we only need a silo and a defensive tower over here, then we're pretty much set. I mean, we could even pull the healers away. Gathering food right now, but we actually don't need that. We want to accumulate as much coin as possible. But the resource production by 20%. That's pretty damn good. You know what, let's get this first. We'll probably have enough lore for coinage once we are done spending wood. So now we can get our lighthouse too. So she's ahead of us. Only about 250. I'm actually faster than I were when I played the other day. So we'll start a great trade route. So there's this thing here. 15 for 40, 10 for 20. So we get an increase of 50. Same here. I don't feel like it's worth the money, but it boosts a lot. So it's twice the cost for 5 more. But it does go up really fast. But for now, we'll just keep it at the low tier one, because then we still make crowns. And we can boost through the XF crowns once we need to. But we don't right now. So we'll just keep it here. As soon as we get coinage, we can trade the lumber. Yeah, we actually don't have enough lumber right now. But we can organize feast. But we should get the silo first. Right now we don't make enough food. Let's see. My lord, I just got word that we have no stone in our reserves. We should build a mine and gather some, as it is a vital building upgrades. I admit it had slipped my mind. Yes, we should find a deposit and exploit it as soon as possible, then upgrade our buildings, of course. Good thinking. Upgrading is more than just a luxury. It is a key to victory. It will allow us to affect more workers, make our activities more efficient. We probably won't be able to upgrade all our structures, though. Though we should carefully determine which are most important. And we should remember to keep mining iron as well. Our workers could use better tools. So we still make crowns, and there we get on +1 food because we don't have silo yet. It's kind of funny they ask for all this stuff. I think we can actually do it now while we wait for 100 wood for the silo. So my first try, I played like I did all the other missions. I expanded on all sides, but I quickly found out that we actually don't have the farm here and some deer over here to hunt. I found no food elsewhere except when we got all the way over to Raven. So I quickly became in a position where my people starved and died from attrition during the winter and stuff like that. So I retried the mission. And the second time I really focused on making sure that I had no more villages than I could sustain. I got upgrades, I got everything going, upgraded all the buildings, expanded, did a lot of lore stuff and all that good stuff. But I was so far behind when I actually got to a point where I could start doing this, because buildings cost money. They have an upkeep. So my money sucked. So I got skulls, I got merchants, I got trade posts, even in the same region to boost the income even further. But I was so far behind, and she was about 1300 or 1400 when I started doing this. So I thought to myself, okay, so we have no spare food, and we are, by the way, totally surrounded in a maze-like map by a ton of Draugrs and Valkyries, bears, wolves, so many enemy mythical beasts and regular beasts. But because I was so far behind, the game told me, or the narrative persons in the game said to me that we could actually attack Raven to destroy her port and slow down her progress and stuff like that. And it's actually possible to just straight out defeat her with military prowess. I didn't go for that. It took very little time to actually lose from that point. And I figured said to myself, well, okay, military victory might seem more reasonable than economy. Oof, this one is tough though. I think we take this sharp axis now, because we need the trade to get coinage next. So, just hold on for a second. Let's build a tower here. Right, so yeah, so I thought to myself, doing a military one will be quite the struggle as well. So then I looked at all the things and between the stag tribe and the goat tribe, what to do, and I had a look at all that text and stuff. And I ended up going with this guy, obviously, because he gets a boost of resources every time you reach a new fame level and stuff like that. Plus we have the glory of the clan, which I pretty much believe boosts this once we get to it. Thing is, it will be a little while, because we have to get coinage next, and then none of these matter. I initially thought this would increase my lore, but it's only for lore master production on the stones, so we don't really get that, and I can't really spend upgrades either, even though we get resources. So we want to go for the glory of the clan. Maybe we have to focus on food silos, just for that extra 10% food. We'll see how much we struggle. We have to move our settlers around a little bit. But I came to the conclusion that if I kept everything low, to a bare minimum, which I figured would be 11 citizens, we would be able to make it. And I did. It was very slow. A slow mission, because we don't really have much more to do here. But we actually made it through. So we're just lagging behind, but we're saving up a lot of crowns, and we still have that trade agreement to fall back on in regards of the wood. We will need 2 lumberjacks, so I'll probably remove a scald here and there to get the food up and running. And from the next year, it's almost winter, but next year we'll start to do feasts as soon as we can. We just have to make sure we have enough food, because a random blizzard can happen. But to sum it all up, I wanted to be able to make a commercial victory rather than just do a military one. We just did that in chapter 3. Reports show that Liv has a good head start. We should work twice as hard to keep from falling behind. Yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry. So I wanted to do it properly, because the commerce one actually seemed harder than combat. It's a very casual one, very slow, a little bit tedious. But everything you see here on the screen makes it pretty damn certain you can win this. When I did this the first time, I didn't build the towers, but I got swarmed by hordes of Draugr from over here and swarms or packs of wolves from here. And almost simultaneously, and they came at winter too, when our citizens and this guy suck. So after 2 wipes of this entire area, because I pulled all the citizens from over here to fight them off, I started to build towers, and that seems to deter them. They come in with a few here and there, I think, but not many. Towers definitely deter them. So that really made up for it, but despite losing all these citizens all the time, it still worked. Control the hole. the healer's already doing food. Yes, I was just thinking I could relieve one, because we probably have to get 2 on lumber as soon as we can trade. But it's nice to do the mission in a proper fashion. And I believe when you hit the 500 mark, the 1000 mark, the 1500 mark, you get a trade ship in with resources, so you can do even more. But it's November, so we're waiting for year 3 before we do a little feast. Probably in June or July or something, when we accumulate a lot of food. This is the part where I miss a button to speed up everything. I don't think we'll need it for any other missions, but right now it's quite tedious. Alright, so we almost have coinage ready. I wonder if we should get this though. Nah, let's get coinage. I did that yesterday, and when I started to do that trade agreement, like if we go in here, press the lift, we don't want to trade food. So we'll trade 6 lumber for 3 coins. That's our trade route, and I think that one gets better at some point. I think when we get this, it gets even better. So right now we drop wood because it's winter and we only have 1 lumber dude. If we put another one on there, we should be fine. But when I did this yesterday, she got stuck at 960. I looked over here, I couldn't really see any difference, but she was stuck at 960 for 5-10 minutes or so. So I figured that because of my trade route or something like that, I don't know if she actually pays the coins, but I kind of guess she did, because it felt like she ran out of coin or something, that she couldn't sustain her own trade route. And that gave me a little breathing room for some extra coinage. I think that's really nice. Okay, we gotta heal this guy because our peeps don't like when they're wounded. Have to get the lumberjack back. We're on February, so we'll start getting food soon. We might have to take one of these away to do more food. Be really good to get this before we get the food. But we have a lot of coinage, so we can definitely boost. Come on, get out of February. Food getting a little scarce now. Alright, +3, that's not really cutting it. As you can see, our lumber's fine again. Now we have +1 food. Not amazing though. I can't organize a feast, sadly. Let's try and go for the... Oh yeah, so it's the games. I'm thinking, why did I actually get extra? Because yesterday this was +18. +12 or something. That's because of the tech, obviously. So start this one. So now our money will go away really fast, but you can see we get a nice little boost here. So I'm hoping we have enough to catch up, plus very soon we'll get a trade ship gifting us even more. So we might be able to do a feast. Also, when we reach 200 fame, I think, get another influx of resources and stuff like that, and from that on we can start doing feasts boost even further. But yeah, this is basically it. We just have to manage our citizens a little bit to make sure we actually have a surplus in the food. I'm pretty greedy right now, having more crown income that I probably need to. Should probably gather more food, to be honest. But we're close to 500, so I'm expecting the plus 100 food here. You reach 500. New riches are coming for you. Are coming to you. We'll see what we get. 100 food, 100 lumber, and 50 lore, so we don't need the lumberjack here. So we still go full greed since we gained 100 food, so now we just put another one on crowns. Because we have plenty of timber to trade. And if it starts to get scarce again, we'll just pull it right back. Oh, look at that. Now she's stuck at 859. Oh, there she got a little bit. It wasn't the same as yesterday. She was stuck for a little second there. I definitely had several minutes the other day. I'm a little tempted to get the food, but we should get Glory of the Clan immediately. It's better. You could probably arguing getting that before the coinage, to be honest. Oh yes, when we get the Glory of the Clan, we go for Freya's Blessing to reduce all this stuff during winter. But right now we're almost out of crowns. But we can do these tiny bursts here and there, so we're catching up quite nicely, I think. So we'll just do the tiny one, so we still get a little bit. She slowed down again. 909. I actually think the AI switches between high and low. So now she started up again, seeing that we're going quite slow. I definitely feel like they're doing some switcheroo to accommodate for our growth. July, should we do a feast? 20% bonus of reduction and 2 happiness for 1 month. That's one plus 20 fame. It's tempting. Nah, we're too low for the winter. We need Freya's Blessing first. I actually tried to Google if anyone had done this mission. I couldn't find anyone. There's a couple of videos about this on hard difficulty back in the early vanilla days. It was very different back then. I could easily count that the Draugrs were way less, and I mean, Liv didn't even start doing this before I think the player was into year 6 or 7. You don't have that time on Extreme. She will be done by year 5, or you will, more or less. So there weren't really anything positive to find on the new extreme difficulty, except the guy who. Nah, I don't know if that was an extreme actually. I think it was still hard, but he speed run through this in 20 minutes, doing combat, of course. But I don't think there are any recent videos. At least I couldn't find them. So quickly we accumulate more. And we caught up to her very well. So next time we do that little burst, we should get ahead. Especially once we get some more lore in. It's just tedious. I think that's the best word. Just looking at something here, because you guys can scroll forward in the video, I can't. But she's fighting better than she did in my completed one. Because I didn't get that 5-10 minutes where she just got stuck. But I'm still super confident we can catch up. I think I have to cut down on the coins and start getting some lumber for November. Especially if we're going to have earthquakes. Let's try and boost again. Should we do this instead? Yeah, we'll try and trade with Constantinople instead of North America. Food looking pretty good. It's rather unfortunate. I think I actually have to stop this. I think I got a little too greedy on the wood. Oh shit, that's a lot this time. During winter and all. Yikes. It's actually a nasty attack. Right, well, we'll get him back fast. We just need healers now. We can't have the skulls. I need a farmer. They're farming very slow. This could actually be scary. So the lumberjacks are holding. But the farmers are really slow because they're wounded. And they always focus frickin' brand first. I don't really want to slow down on this. We're so close to a grand. That will give us new food. attacking, man. It's winter. Okay, we're getting the 1,000, so hopefully that can save us from starvation. We really need this ship very bad. It's got way closer than I thought it would. I think I picked the silos last time. Thank God for that food. Oh shit, I forgot about the trade route. Alright, so that's really good. So now we can casually get this next. That will secure food so we can actually feast. Alright, we don't need 2 of those right now. Wow, they're very aggressive. Not this aggressive in my other one. We got a ton of wood now, so trade should just continue. She was taking the lead. We need to hurry and catch up with her. Yeah. Right there, my man. Right there. We definitely need some healing on this. Yeah, so I actually gain more now, and the fame are building up too. Once we get to that 200 fame, we should have about the last influx we need to start bursting through feasts. Food still sucks. I'm pretty sure I did it differently last time. I think I went for this quite early. Before this, actually. I never started trading food with you. But now keep great trade routes, outgoing trade, yeah, we actually don't pay for that. +2 for incoming trade. So we get food, but we don't pay for it. Oh yes, wait, we do. Outgoing trade 4. No, wait. So that's because the gain, I was thinking of the 6 here. That we paid for it, but we don't. It's kind of neat, so we get stuff. Only 2 though. That's nice of her. Interesting. I think the food looks pretty great right now, so let's try and boost for a while. Just take the secondary one. I don't like that she's still ahead. Well, this time I was ahead the last time. Come on, fame. Mostly getting through the skulls right now. feeling this one will be closer than my other one, because I didn't get that few minutes where she didn't accumulate anything. Plus she didn't trade with me the last time, but actually that's boosting right now. I probably lost a lot of momentum by healing. I think it's almost faster to get the citizens back through revival than actually healing them, since I don't have the healing buff. Rats, okay. Didn't have that last time either. Healers to protect against disease, we have that. So as far as I can see, well, we can stock 800. It doesn't really say how much is safe. Well, we barely have anything, so I imagine the rats can't get anything. Oh. Rats will devour 80% of any food not stored in silos and bring disease. Your silos currently protect 300. Okay. That's fine. We are perfectly fine. Raven is actually boosting her speed. There's nothing else we can do. We are totally relying on the last gift on 1500 and the 200 fame, so we can start doing feasts. Everything will collide in year 5. It's really boosting through. She really did a lot. She feasted and everything. Oh yeah, plus 20. After the winter, we should almost do an immediate feast. Once we get to 180. It's too risky doing it now. October, November. Your members are sick. You know what? Maybe it isn't. We'll get a big surplus here. We should probably feast as soon as the sick ones are healed. I want maximum efficiency here. Riches are coming. Still 200. Oh crap, we didn't get any coins. Come on, heal this guy. It's November, it's such a crappy time to feast. Fuck it. Ah, that's dumb. Fucking hell. Ton of lumber. Let's do some food here. comes the fame. There's the crowns and the food, the law. Nice. Alright, so we actually make food in November. It's time to go for the big one. Feast becomes more expensive, by the way. Let's just do it. Let's go crazy here. She's still ahead, but just barely. It's quite insane. She has the Altar of King, she has feasts, ability to upgrade law, territory. She got everything going. Alright. So now we caught up. For the first time we're actually ahead. But we are draining through the crowns. The last one, when I finished that, I was about 500 or 600 points ahead. This is a very close one. So maybe it was just a bug in my last one, when she got stuck on 960 for a couple of minutes. This is definitely way closer. Feast, feast, feast. 340, so well, that's our last feast. We're still slightly ahead, but she boosted hers. Let's get the secondary one. And now we're even, except a tiny bit ahead. Kinda insane how close to this. I think we have just the right amount of crowns to end it. So I don't think we should swap, but we have to check the numbers. I just feel if we do the fast one, we'll run out of coins and then we'll be very slow. She's definitely doing the second one, like we do. And we have a measly 10 points ahead. $35 coins for the last 100. Yeah, my other one was way better. But at least this shows that even without a potential bug or whatever that was, it's still doable. Definitely the most casual map. Playing with no hands. Only with our feet, I guess. 50 to go. 70 for her. With 15 coins left. We might have to swap actually. Yeah, we don't have enough. She keeps going, so I wonder if we actually have enough for this. Yikes. Hey. Okay, getting a little close there. Well, trade supremacy over the region is now established. Any resource that goes through this estuary will have to go through us. Congratulations, my lords, I have been bested fair and square. I suspect my master will not take this kindly, however, so do enjoy this hegemony of yours while it lasts. Well, this region has outlived its usefulness to me, I bid you farewell. I'm less than eager to hear Hagen's reaction to this. No doubt I am in for a nearfall. What an uncanny reaction. She had fought with fierceness and resolve, and yet her praise seemed sincere. Brand, Halbert, I just heard from Egil. He has tracked Hagen down to a region nearby, and so I shall join him now. I would ask you to fortify what we've built here. I'm glad your revenge is at last within your reach. Be safe, my lord. We will join you as soon as we can. Do keep in mind, all our future operations can connect to this region by establishing a trade route from a trading post. Victory. Yoink. So there we have it. Chapter 4 done. Intermission.